Santa Cruz County Supervisor Zach Friend. Zach, it is so good to see you, and we should let our audience know you and I have worked together. We go way back. When I was a local reporter in Philadelphia, you worked for then Senator Obama for his campaign in Pennsylvania. It is good to see you, but I wish it were under different circumstances. I am so sorry for everything that you all are going through.
Thank you, Christian. We really do appreciate the fact that you're willing to elevate our community's story right now. People are really, really suffering here. Businesses, homeowners. It's been quite a challenge for the last 10 days.
I know that it has been, and I want you to just map out that picture for people. What is the very latest? What are you seeing? And what are the resources that you need most right now?
Well, look, we've received over 2 feet of rain at the coast here in just the last 10 days. We have 30,000 people that are currently evacuated. Those are disproportionately from low-income communities, even monolingual speakers. So we've had a lot of challenges from both flooding as well as outreach. And as your reporter just noted, it just won't stop. We have nothing really in the future that really gives us any particular hope that this kind of flooding and these challenges won't stop. In fact, yesterday, every road out of the community was blocked. Every highway was blocked. We couldn't get deliveries. We couldn't get cars in and out. And this is just what we're trying to face right now and get through. And, you know, just 2 months ago, we were in an extreme drought. Now we're in an extreme flood situation. And it's been just quite a challenge.
I'm sure that it has been. And the pictures have just been devastating. You, of course, are going to be joined by Governor Newsom shortly, who's going to survey some of the damage. What is your message going to be to him? And do you feel as though you are getting the resources that you need from the state and federal governments?
Yeah, the state and the federal government have been great. President Biden signed a declaration almost immediately. The fact that Governor Newsom's on the ground today, and I'll be meeting with him in about 15 minutes, shows the governor's commitment to this area. But really what it is to be an open-ended amount of support. I mean, we're going to need both financial resources. Our businesses are going to need loans. So many mom and pop businesses were destroyed due to the wave action of about a week ago. So many homes have been destroyed, and a lot of people are also out of work. So this is going to be a long-term rebuild, and that's really what my message to the governor is going to be, is stick with us well past when the storms pass.
And I guess, what is your message to residents right now? I mean, what are your biggest concerns about the dangers for them beyond the flooding right now?
Well, look, we still have 30,000 people that are evacuated from their homes. We have a river that hasn't crested yet in the southern portion of our county called the Pajaro River. It has the lowest level of flood protection of any federally funded project in the state, and it protects 2 federally disadvantaged communities. I mean, this is really playing out across the United States in Louisiana, Iowa, Kentucky, and here. Low-income communities really have been underinvested in our infrastructure funding, and these levee systems are pretty antiquated. We've been doing everything we can with bilingual. I've gone door to door to try and do everything we can to let people know that this is very serious. This is once in a generation flooding. People's lives matter too much, their homes matter too much, and their community matters too much for them not to heed these warnings that we're providing.
And I know this might be difficult to answer, but do you have a sense of when those people who've been evacuated might be able to get back into their homes, when power will be restored to those who've lost it?
Yeah, I mean, because of some of the gas-related issues that we had, in fact, we even had one home that caught on fire due to a severed gas line. Some have not been able to have power restored for safety reasons, and our work crews, including road crews, due to the number of road failures, need the lines to be de-energized in order for them to be able to work. So the answer is that it depends. It depends upon how rural they are. It depends upon how much underwater they still currently are. I will say that our local electric company, Pacific Gas and Electric, has mobilized a lot of mutual aid from across the state. They're doing everything they can to bring power and gas back to people. But a lot of this district, a lot of this county is still without power. So they don't even have access to necessarily to information, which is what has made it also an additional challenge for us.
And I believe that at last count, Santa Cruz has 1 recorded death. Is that number still accurate? And are you bracing for that number to rise?
That number is accurate. We have had really good compliance when we've gone door to door and set out evacuation notices. Our biggest concern, though, is this Pajaro River, which straddles Santa Cruz County and Monterey County. I mean, we've already got 30,000 people out, but not everybody left. And if it does breach or it does break, we have a history there where people have died as a result of flooding associated with that river. That's what we're watching, and it's currently about a half a foot below flood stage.
Okay, Supervisor Zach Friend, thank you so much. We are going to keep you and your community in our thoughts. Really appreciate your joining us.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.